It's time for guys to woman up. This is the first line in a People's magazine. What is it? No, it's a people.com, whatever. I'm reading this article. Basically, the title of the article is called Men Back Out of Male Birth Control Study Because They Couldn't Handle the quote unquote changes in mood. That is a very condescending title. It almost implies that men are less than manly because we refuse to take a drug that affects our emotional health. Duh. I don't understand why women feel the need to constantly just bring men down. Like to bring us down to your suffering. And I understand because birth control is suffering for some of you guys. It affects your mood. It makes some of y'all fat. It makes some of you guys, less attracted to the men who you're supposed to be attracted to. Like they did a real study that said women on birth control were more attracted to like beta males. When they went off the birth control, they were attracted to men who like alpha males, like a totally different person than the person they're with. So let's say, for example, a woman's on birth control, she's with her boyfriend, and she decides to go off to have a baby. She might not even be attracted to the guy who she's trying to get pregnant with when she's off the birth control pill, which is just fascinating. Which lets me know that birth control is for made people. Like, it's for made men. That's what it's for. So they've been working on this new birth control drug for men, the first of its kind, because there's no birth control for men other than a vasectomy and condoms. Now, that's pretty much our only options here. And women have the shot. They have all these things because birth control, for the most part, is framed as a woman's issue. Now, let's just ignore the fact that if you use a condom the right way, there's almost like a 95% chance that you won't get somebody pregnant or catch an STD that can be transferred, through sex, excluding the skin-on-skin contact ones, of course. But this article comes out, and it's not just the people.com. I saw this on Facebook where one of my friends posted some status saying that a link to an article like this from a different publication that men are somehow less manly because we're smart. Like, it is smart to not take a drug that drastically impacts your mental and emotional health. But that's not only smart, it's what you should be doing. So the fact that it is being used against us as an indictment is just weird. And in this so-called feminist, society where we're supposed to be creating, gender equality, feminists are okay with titles like this that pretty much say that men need to women up because we're not dumb enough to take a pill to impact our health like women are. How is this okay? Like, to me, the ones that should feel stupid are women. If you're a woman and you take birth control that impacts your mood or forces you to gain weight, then you're the idiot, not us who refuse to take it. You're the idiot, not us. Am I just living in this backward ass world? Because I feel like people think I'm wrong, but to me, I'm right. Like, am I living in this alternative reality where right is wrong and I'm just born in the wrong era? Because all of this seems like information. Like, you shouldn't take a pill that messes with your mood, that gives you mood swings. Pills aren't supposed to do that. Matter of fact, a rule of thumb is you should stay off medication as much as possible. So, no, fellas, don't let these people shame us into taking some drug. That's what this is. They're trying to shame us into taking a drug that is unhealthy. Really, they are trying to shame us. Men need to women up. It's time for guys to women up. These women are really out here trying to shame us into taking a drug that is detrimental to our health. Just think about that. For all you male feminists out there saying that feminism is just about, gender equality and it's also to enlighten men. Does this sound enlightening to you that a magazine is saying it's time for guys to woman up? What the hell, man? Men, there's no need for us to take birth control, okay? Use a condom. Condoms work fine. I've been using condoms. Guess what? I don't have no kids. Condoms really pop. contrary to popular belief, it's rare that they pop. Most condoms that pop are condoms that were A, put on incorrectly, B, old. You know that condom that you used to keep in your wallet as a kid and you kept it in there hoping, and then 5 years later, some girl decided to give you some punani and you whip it out and you put it on, but it's been 2 years expired, then it pops. That's your fault. When used correctly, condoms are extremely effective. The pull-out method is extremely effective. Contrary to what you learned in school, they just released some report saying that the pull-out method is like the #1 method couples are using in birth control because people hate condoms, but they don't want to have kids. And some women don't want to go on birth control, so they use the pull-out method. And if done correctly, they say that 90% of people who use this method of birth control don't have kids. Now, I don't recommend it because I'm not sure that most men can put that method of contraception into practice. I think one day it's going to feel too good. You're going to feel too, oh my God. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. And you know that... It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So stick with the condoms, you'll be fine. But there's a deeper meaning into this story. You know, I like to take stories and dig into like a bigger picture here. And the bigger picture that we're going to talk about is the bringing down of men. I want to talk about, all right? There's an assault on manhood. There's an assault on manliness. And no, you're not a sexist if you bring this up. We're going to talk about this. If you want to hear that video, right there at the top, baby, we're going to talk about what I really want to say, okay? Thank you. We've been waiting for you to get to the point the entire time. Yes. Yes. Let's please rip it to these people.
Wait, we'll save this for the next video.
All right, man.
All right?
All right.
All right.